everybody, I'm Nicole. It's week 3 of Spring CSA and I'm going to go over what we have in your box this week. First of all, we harvested our first romaine out of the field for everybody. This is really nice and crunchy this week. Perfect for Caesar salads. You have 2 heads, so you can have 2 nice sized salads, or you can make a salad with one and use the others to put on your burgers, sandwiches, anything else. It is a little dirty, so you'll probably want to trim it up and put it in your salad spinner. We also have our first bunches of chard out of the tunnels. These are really beautiful, really big, lofty bunches this week. The leaves are super tender compared to field-grown chard, and they're not very bitter. Chard is usually pretty bitter, but this early stuff is kind of buttery almost. Abby really likes to make her chard, saute it with a little bit of balsamic, and then serve it with poached eggs, better cooked. We also have really nice, beautiful, big bunches of dill this week. These are really easy to dry. You can hang them. I hang them upside down, just like off my wall, on a little hook on my wall. You could also put it on a sheet pan in your oven, and they dry really quickly that way. And then you can save it and make pickles with our cucumbers in the summer. We also have our first radishes out of the tunnel this week. They're French breakfast radishes, so they're kind of those oblong shape, which makes them really easy to slice thin. I like to eat them on fresh bread with butter and salt. Abby also suggested eating them with sharp cheddar on bread. You can also eat the tops, but I would suggest you cook them down as they have these little spikes on them. They cook out. We have a spicy bunch. This is the same mix as the salad mix you got your first week. So it's arugula, mizuna, and Tokyo. That nice mustard spice in these greens. They're super tender. The leaves are a little bit bigger than the first week, so we decided to bunch them. Great for just chopping up and making a salad out of, or a wrap, or also awesome for cooking up, having some beans and greens, throwing it in your eggs in the morning. Really versatile greens. We have another bunch of bok choy. These are bigger bok choys than the first week, not as baby. So they have really nice hearty stems on them. I like to eat this raw. I love to put the leaves on my sandwiches. The stems are really great for dipping in hummus or ranch, super crunchy and sweet stems, and the leaves tend to be a little bit on the spicy side. We finally have enough kale for everybody this week. Our Wednesday pickups are getting green kale, and Thursdays are getting this beautiful red Russian kale out of the tunnels. Both kales are super tender this week. This is fresh spring kale. A lot of kale recipes call for you to massage the kale, but you do not need to do that for spring kale. It's not tough, it's not that hardy. It's gonna wilt really quickly, so put it in a bag. If it's already wilting, trim the stems a little bit, put it in a cup of water like a bouquet of flowers, and put it in your fridge. And this will last for a while. Great, I love to make a fresh kale salad, also a really great green to saute. We have more pea shoots for you guys. We ran out of those little black containers, so we trimmed these already for you. They're not alive, so they are actually quite perishable compared to the ones you've been getting the past 2 weeks. So eat these up quickly. Great for sauteing. Also great fresh eating, putting on a sandwich or in a wrap. Finally, we have this nice big 2-pound bag of red Flint polenta that we got from Meadowlark. They're a farm milling grain over in Wisconsin. This is fresh milled. They milled this last week on Wednesday. It's best stored in your fridge. You can not store it in your fridge and then make sure to use it within 6 months. There's a lot of information on the package, and I sent out a great recipe in my newsletter for oven polenta and then also polenta fritters. That's everything this week. We have 1 more week of Spring CSA left. Next week is week 4. Enjoy your veggies.